We're preparing the live stream. We may be starting the live stream a little early. So we'll just roll with it.
Okay, well, I'll be really quick with the intro and getting everybody involved, and then we'll get Monica on the call.
Can't believe
And I don't know her, what's her niece or cousins or is it a...
Oh, we're live now. That's so exciting. Yay. Live stream. We may be starting the live stream a little early. All right. Well, welcome everybody. I'm going to just mute this part of my screen.
Okay, well, I'll be really quick with...
All right. So welcome everybody. We are so excited. We're just getting things set up right now for your best possible awesome experience. Let's admit everyone. You can start welcoming them, Jana, with that beautiful way that you have. All right.
Sure.
Welcome everybody.
Welcome everybody. Hello. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Hello, Alcina. Hello. Well, everybody, we want to welcome you to the Global Healing Miracle Experiment Sunday call. You know, it's so exciting to be here. I love seeing all of you. Oh my gosh, they're just still all connecting. So good to see you guys. I get so excited about these calls, and I get my heart just is so full of love for seeing all of you guys. And I get excited because I think about all the things that we get to experience today on this call. So my name is Jana Taylor, and I have been engaged in the community for a while. Thank you. Same to you. And I've been on many projects, and I get so excited because I love what we do on these Sunday calls. So on these calls, we discuss the principles of this book, an ancient secrets of a master healer, a Western skeptic, which is Dr. Clint, who wrote the book, an Eastern master, who's Dr. Naram, and my favorite, life's greatest secrets. Those are the juicy parts. I love that part. So when you apply the miracles of the book, miracles begin to unfold. And what we do on this call is we celebrate those miracles and we discuss the possibilities of what can happen. And so I love these calls. I have, so many people love these calls. Dr. Clint, we have somebody that's going to be talking. Monica, is she on the call?
Yeah, we have a really amazing story. And actually, we have many miracle stories, and we're excited to hear your stories too. What if on this call today, just from you following your prompting in your heart, that you showing up can really change your life or someone's life that you love? And so because there's a limited amount of time that Monica has, and also her family friend, we wanted to make sure we shared this story because it's really powerful. When you change your life, it literally can change the world. It can change those that you love and those that you don't even know. And this story is such a powerful example of contagious healing that it just makes sense that we should share this right off the bat. So Monica, are you there? Let's see, I see that you're there, Monica. Let's see if we can hear you. Let's see.
I'm here. I'm driving. I apologize.
Oh, good. Well, we know you're in the middle of activity, but we're so.
But I could talk. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. We can.
Beautiful. I'm looking for your family friend from Magali. Magali, is that how I say it? Magali or Magali? I don't see her on yet, Monica, but maybe you can share her story from your perspective. And as soon as she comes on, we'll start asking her a couple questions. It's such a cool, amazing thing that happens. And Mike, if you can people.
Hola.
Oh, Magali. Hola. Ha, fantastic. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
I apologize.
So,
Hola, Magali.
Hola, Mónica, ¿cómo estás?
Súper bien. ¿Y tú?
Bien, gracias.
I love this because I want everyone to really see the international nature of what's happening, the global phenomenon. So Monica, can you ask Magale to share her experience?
Sure. Magali, que si por favor nos cuentas qué experiencia has tenido.
Con el tratamiento. Con el nuevo tratamiento.
Sí, con el tratamiento.
Bueno, yo empecé hace más o menos
Sí,
un mes
exacto.
exactamente. Un mes exactamente. Los cambios han sido completos, o sea, ya realmente no hay dolor, no hay fatiga, hay mucha energía, hay mucha más disposición, mucho más alerta, todo. La piel, ya las heridas prácticamente no están, sobre todo por el dolor articular, que fue lo que inicialmente consultamos, tampoco tengo dolor, ya camino y me desplazo un poquito más porque tenía problemas en la rodilla.
Okay, déjame traduzco. So she is saying that she has been on the on Dr. Naram's treatments, home remedies for 30 days. And initially, when she had the appointment with Ayushakti, it was because of her joint pain and her skin condition, which I saw, which were these wounds that were like burns, basically. And that ever since she's been on the treatment, she has no joint pain. She has been able to even walk, which she couldn't do before. Her wounds and her skin has cleared. And she feels so much more energy. There's no more fatigue, which she was experiencing before as well.
You know what would be really good? I'm going to share this picture of what it looked like before. Many of you got this in the email, but this is what her skin looked like just 30 days ago. This is the wound that wouldn't heal. You know, what if you have a wound that's so persistent? Magali, that does not look fun. And then also the skin here, looking like here, this is after 30 days. So this is before, and this is after. It's amazing. Actually, Magali, can you show us your knee now? What it looks like now? Is that possible?
Magali, que si puedes mostrar como la piel donde tenías heridas antes y que ya no las tienes.
Te voy a mostrar la de los brazos.
She's going to show her arms.
Wow.
La de los brazos.
Can she describe what it was like before versus now?
Que si puedes describir cómo era antes y cómo es ahora, la piel.
Muy delgadita, era extremadamente delgada y con cualquier apretón o algún movimiento fuerte, fácilmente se marcaba y se abría.
So her skin used to be very thin, and with any touch or pressure to her skin, it would basically kind of open up, you know, into a wound. ¿Y ahora?
Te voy a mostrar la de la pierna.
This is her leg, how it looks now. ¿Y cómo se siente la piel ahora, Magali?
Mucho más, o sea, ya está un poquito más gruesita. Realmente ya puedo, por ejemplo, antes no podía ni rascarme porque se abría la piel, ¿sí?
And can she show?
So now I'm sorry, her skin, she's saying that it feels thicker, that before she couldn't even scratch herself because it would turn into a wound, and now she's able to do that.
Wow. Can she show her knee as well? Then what her knee looks like?
Que si nos puedes mostrar tu rodilla, la rodilla derecha.
Es la izquierda.
Ah, la izquierda, perdón.
Es la izquierda.
Let's see. Wow. That is amazing. Wow. That is amazing.
That is
Magali.
awesome.
Wow. ¿Cómo se dice? That is amazing. I don't know how to
Increíble, Magali.
Increíble. Wow. Magali.
No, y realmente ya el desplazamiento se me facilita muchísimo más.
And
Because she's able to mobilize herself a lot better now.
And what side benefits did she notice? Aside from the skin healing, what else happened with her joints, her energy, her sleep, her mind?
que nos, aparte de obviamente la piel mejorar y de tus dolores mejorar, ¿qué más notaste, pues por ejemplo, con tu energía, con si notaste otros efectos, por ejemplo, a nivel como mental? ¿Qué otros efectos como secundarios no tan obvios notaste?
Mm, el tema, o sea, de conciliar el sueño. En la noche pues era un poquito más difícil, por lo que en el día dormía y mantenía mucho en reposo, entonces de noche me costaba otra vez volver a estar en el estado de reposo, ¿sí? Entonces a veces el insomnio me levantaba como en las madrugadas y ya no podía dormir más. Entonces al día siguiente estaba agotada, estaba cansada, con sueño.
She's able to sleep much better. She used to um, sleep a lot during the day, and she used to be up a lot because of her pain. So now, since she doesn't have pain and she doesn't have the swelling, she's able to sleep a lot better at night. So she's not as tired.
Wow.
Mónica, hay otra cosa que sí también he notado con referente al tratamiento, no sé, pues después de, por lo general cuando yo tenía las crisis, pues siempre se me cae todo el cabello y cuando nace, pues nacía muy, muy débil, muy delgadito. Ahora me salió bastante cabello y grueso. O sea, mi cabello cambió totalmente, ya no es el mismo de antes que era así como pelito de bebé súper delgado. No, ya el cabello, inclusive me lo he tenido que cortar varias veces aún estando corto.
She's saying that her hair used to fall out a lot, and then when it grew back, it used to be very thin and weak. And even now, her hair has changed. Her hair comes out. She doesn't lose as much, and it comes out thicker. She's even had to get haircuts, you know, to maintain her hair growth. That has been another like secondary effect.
Wow. Bueno, bueno, Magale. Wow, qué bueno.
Gracias.
Magnífico. Estoy muy feliz
Yo
cuando
también, muchísimas gracias.
Amazing. Well, Monica, I want you to share your reaction as you heard, because you were on the call 1 month ago, only 30 days ago. I just want to set the
Yes.
context for everyone too. The reason why I wanted to share this story is because all of us have wounds. You know, we all have wounds. Some are more visible than others. Magale's wound was very visible, and sometimes they're not easy to heal. Some of us have physical wounds, some have mental, some have emotional wounds, and it limits our mobility. Not only limits our mobility, but it creates a drag on our subconscious energy. You know, some part of us is always attending to that wound. And I know Jana, Mike, all of us, we all have these and we all understand what this is, you know, things that hurt and things that if they're touched, it creates pain. Like if you touch my knee, it doesn't hurt. But if you touch Magale's knee 1 month ago, it's going to create a severe reaction. There's those little points inside of us that want to be healed, you know? And it's amazing because those things that limit our mobility, that take up a lot of our mental, emotional space, what if they can be healed? You know, what if like Magale, it doesn't even take that long. And so here Monica is, she says, Dr. Clint, this book, Ancient Secrets, is powerful, but what about for people that only speak Spanish? She originally came to me because she wanted to translate the book into Spanish, but there was already so many people helping. Thank goodness, and bless Diego for working so hard on translating into Spanish. Also Giovanni and the other translators who are working to get it ready. But Monica didn't want to wait until the book was ready. She says, my family friend needs help now. So what if I set up the phone consultation and I translate for her? And so 30 days ago, she did this, set up the phone consultation and translated with the doctor in India. And Monica, can you share what your reaction was as you saw then versus now?
Yeah, so it's very amazing because I shared the book with a cousin of mine who can read English, and he shared some of the stories in the book with Magali. So I had never met Magali before, but she's a family friend. And she was like, I really want to do this. And how do I get this book in Spanish? And I'm like, well, it's not available in Spanish yet, but you know, we can make an appointment and I can translate it for you. And so 30 days ago, we had that appointment and it was amazing because I saw Magali and the state that she was in compared to how she is now. I was shocked. Like this past week, we had the 30-day follow-up appointment, and I was just shocked because even just like looking at her face, like her face, her swelling in her face was completely gone from 30 days ago. The energy and her demeanor was completely different from that initial call that we had 30 days ago as well. Um, and then hearing her describe how the joint pain had gone and how she didn't feel tired anymore, she told me that she's so grateful because her family today gets to experience a different Magali that they had never seen before. So and that's only 30 days. So even the doctor from India was like, wait a second, how long has she been on the treatment? Has it been 3 months? And I'm like, no, it's been 30 days. And she was amazed. Even the doctor was like, wow. And it just goes to show you, because I told Magali before the initial appointment, I just said to her, look, you know, my recommendation is that you go into this appointment with a lot of faith and a lot of patience. And if you have those two things and you follow the treatment, it's going to work. And she did it. She did it. She ordered the herbs. She followed the remedy. She made the mung soup. She lost, I don't know how many pounds, but she lost so much weight already in 30 days. And it just, I was like, this is a miracle, because how I saw her 30 days ago and how I see her now, it's a completely different person. So, you know, she's going to continue the treatment, of course, but she's just so grateful. And this is without reading the book, just like, you know, just hearing about it and being able to share this with her, and her faith and her patience. Look where she is today. It's just amazing.
Wow, bravo. And then you had a reaction too. You said, you know what about the 100-day course? I wasn't going to take that before, but now tell me more about why you became interested and what happened inside of you.
Yeah, so I didn't sign up for the course yet because, you know, I want to be able to commit to it and dedicate the time to it. And so, you know, after I did this follow-up call with Magali the other day, I'm like, oh my gosh, like if all this could happen and these miracles, and I could help someone just by translating these appointments, and I translated the prescription for her, and just by doing that, like, imagine how much more I can help other people by taking this course and learning the secrets myself, you know. So yeah, it got me definitely thinking about that, and I was like, wow, like we could share so much more with everyone else, you know, through the course.
Yeah. Wow, so powerful. Well, Magali, you've inspired all of us. You've inspired us so much about what's possible when we just step into the space of healing. Monica, you've inspired us. You know, talk about, we're in the middle of 12 days of love where people are sharing this book or these ancient secrets with people they love, and you never know whose life it's going to change. Magali can't even read English, but her friend who could read English said, I think she needs help, and set up a phone call, a video consultation. And as a result, in only 30 days, Magali is going to have a totally different experience of the holidays. Her family is going to have a very different experience of her. And so you've really inspired us, Magali. I just want to take a moment right now where actually, Magali, do you have any final words or inspiration for us? Actually, before that, I just want to take a moment and all of us send so much love to Magali. So if we're all going to rub our hands together like this, and we're just going to say, I love you when I'm with you. How do we say in Spanish, I love you when I'm with you?
Te amo y estoy contigo.
Te amo.
Ay, tan lindo. Gracias.
Yo thank you.
Gracias.
Okay, we'll do our best to say that. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
¿Qué dice?
All right, te amo.
Te amo y estoy contigo, Magali.
Ah,
Estoy contigo. Te amo, estoy contigo.
gracias.
The amor
puedo
and the
abrir
rest
mucho
of
las
it that
manos.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it.
Te amo, estoy contigo, Magali. Te amo, estoy contigo.
Gracias.
So beautiful. You know what I want to do real quick? I want to just presence this moment, because this is a magic moment. You know, this is the power of this ancient secrets, that within 30 days, the instinct of Monica to share this ancient secrets with her friend, and the ripples continue to go out. And now Magali joining us from, Magali, where are you joining us from right now? Donde estás?
Bogotá.
From Bogota, Colombia. She's joining us. She's going to have a totally different holiday with her family. And in only 30 days, the wound begins to heal. And she's now a part of our collective consciousness. And she gives us anchors in that whatever is our wound, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, those wounds can be healed. And now is the time. Now is the time for those to be healed. In the space of this moment, we have a very special person who's joined the call, Rachel. Rachel McGinney. She has a very special gift, and it's very internationally appreciated because it's sound. And she has a gift called sound healing, where just with her vocals, maybe she'll play the flute, maybe she'll play with the vocals. But in this moment, I want to see how much love you can feel. Who felt a lot of love for Magale and for Monica as they were sharing the story? Raise your hand if you felt just a lot of love for them. And you were just so happy that that wound was healed, you know, and that it was healed rather quickly. So now I want you to see if you can feel that love for yourself, to love yourself, and to know that the wounds inside of you can be healed, and love for humanity, that the collective wounds we're facing in humanity, as we're facing anxiousness, as we're facing fear, as more people are foreclosed on, they may lose their home, people are losing their job, depression is high, divorce is high, suicide is high. Just with COVID, there's a number of something like 590,000 people that will die in hospitals without their family near them. You know, as we're thinking about the wounds in yourself and in humanity, as Rachel is doing this right now, see how much love you can hold and focus it mostly on yourself. And just know that as you heal, the whole world heals. As you heal, it's contagious. And so I just want you to love yourself, all the warts, all the wounds, all the quote imperfections, the perfect imperfections, I would say. You know, there's a quote by Rumi that we put in the book that says, you know, just talks about the cracks is where the light comes in. And so in this moment, as you're looking at the wound that's inside of you, or the wound that you know of someone that you love, but love it and allow that light to come through as Rachel shares her gift. Rachel?
Thank you, everybody. Being here and showing up for yourselves today. I'm going to ask everybody to mute their devices. And I learned that this technique is also part of a Vedic tradition called like Samaveda, creating balance through knowledge. So Sama is the flowing quality of reality, and the Veda is knowledge. And so it kind of creates, through sound, you can create a balance back into natural law, natural order. And so I'm so grateful to be here to share this gift with you all today. And I just would like everybody to just settle into their heart space by taking a few big breaths. And thank you for setting the intention, Dr. Clint Rogers. We love you and we're with you. I love you and I'm with you, everybody. And we can focus on love. And with each breath, bringing your breath into love. And I'll begin with the flute, and then I'll go forward with some vocal harmonics. And it's a gift from God that I'm here to offer, so you may receive and enliven love in every cell and every part of your body and your being. And just take a moment to bring yourself back into waking state, into awareness of the self. And sound can enliven the remembrance of who we are. And that's one of the things I find through working with people through sound treatments, and also just within myself using sound and vibration. And setting the intention beforehand is extremely important. So thank you, Dr. Clint Rogers, for allowing me to share with the group today. Sending so much love to everybody. And I love you, and I'm with you, and I'm really grateful to be here with you all.
Te amo, estoy contigo, Rachel.
No, estoy contigo.
Rachel, thank you so much. Wow, what a gift. What a beautiful gift. Can you share on the book club call? Yesterday was our last day of the Evolving Health Education Book Club that was started by Ronnie. And you shared something so beautiful about what it means to be connected with people like this in this kind of a space and hearing these kind of stories. Can you share that with everybody?
I'm sure. Yeah, so connecting with a group of people that are wanting to better themselves and wanting to connect with their heart space and heal themselves gives me a lot of hope for humanity. And it reminds me that we are a part of God. We are a piece of God. And it brightens my spirit so much to be with a group of people like this. And it's inspiring because sometimes I can feel so heavy or overwhelmed with grief that I forget that when we connect in a community like this and create a space of love and truth and just heart space connection, that we can really transform the world. And so it gives me just so much hope for humanity. And I'm just and it enlivens gratitude within me as well, because I can see there's so much light. And I get a little overwhelmed. It's purifying to my nervous system, actually, because it diminishes the harshness of what we see, like in the media and in the and what we're always being bombarded with, this fear, this programming of fear. And so I don't feel that when I'm with a group of people that are together in the heart, gathering together in the heart, rather than the egoic or dynamics of control, power, fear. Like, it's just so loving. So I get overwhelmed with this joy inside of my heart. And then it does purify my nervous system through tears coming out and things like that, because there's so much omnipresence here of the spirit of the creator, of source energy. And what you're doing in this book, I'm so amazed by everything that it's just the perfect time to usher in this type of work and healing. And so thank you, Dr. Clint Rogers. And thank you, everybody. And thank you, Dr. Naram, even though he's here, but he's just not physically here. So just so much gratitude.
Oh, so well said. Rachel, you're getting a lot of love from the people in the chat, and opening and crack our heart is open and presents us in how it purifies our nervous system. I love how you described that so powerfully. Just lots of people sending you so much love. Kathy says, thank you, Rachel. That was awesome. Big love and light. Actually, Kathy, can you unmute yourself? What was your experience as you heard Rachel, not only with the sound healing, but also just what she just spoke? What's your feeling about that, Kathy? Your reaction, your response? I don't know if
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we are.
I That was just awesome. I just felt it inside my body. It just cracked open my heart and just wants to hug everybody and send more love to you all. It's amazing. Thank you for sharing that, Rachel. That was awesome. Really, it just brightened me up. Thank you.
So beautiful. Anyone else had a particular experience, even just now in the last minutes we've been together, that you want to share? Just something that happened, a shift that happened in your heart, your mind, your spirit. Anyone have something that they'd like to share? You can just unmute yourself and just share what you're feeling right now, you know?
From nervousness to calm, you know, from little anxiety to just like, you know, everything is all right. Everything is really all right. So.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Mark. I just want everyone in the chat.
Can I say something?
Yeah, definitely. And while you're speaking, I want everyone to put in the chat, just anchor in what you feel right now in this moment. Just put 1 or 2 words about what is your feeling right now in this moment. It can be anything. I'm not fishing for anything in particular. I'm just wanting to I want us to just recognize this moment. And please go ahead, Denise.
Thank you. Rachel, you just really opened my heart, because when you talked also about grief, you know, so many of us right now are missing family. And I feel like I've been grieving, you know, missing my family who are in LA, and I have some immune issues, so I'm not able to travel. And these groups are so important. I feel very uplifted when I'm here with everyone and holding the positivity. And I feel like since I started joining this on the 30 days, I have had a tremendous shift. And I haven't really had my heart open as much until you just played that flute. And years ago, I was in Ecuador and I spent time with some shamans, and I was sitting by a river with a little 3-year-old girl, and her father was playing the flute. And I just kept downloading, I'm home, I'm home. And you just brought me back home. So I thank you.
Oh, so beautiful, Denise. Wow.
And thank you, Clint, and everybody.
You know, you just shared the perfect thing, because that's really what we're doing for each other. You know, we're bringing each other home, and where it's safe and where you're already healed, actually, and where everything is perfect, you know, but we don't feel that in this moment. It feels like separation. We're separated from our family. Sometimes we're separated from our own heart. It's hard to feel because we become numb, you know, separated from each other. Literally, you walk out and people will avoid you on the streets. You know, it's like they want to avoid you. So it's like a clear physical manifestation of a lot of what's happening inside of us, you know, and this moments in which we reconnect to the love that's inside of us right now. The moment we lean into that love and we realize we're not separate, then we are home. You know, that is home. And anytime we can be in these experiences with each other, which purify our nervous system. So beautifully said, Rachel. Purify our nervous system, help remove us, like Mark so powerfully said, from the anxiousness, the anxiety, the nervousness, back to the peace, the calm, the still point that's always accessible. You know, one reason I love Dr. Naram and this Ancient Secrets is because what it does is it always points things back to you and to the power that's in you at any moment, to see, to discover the healing that's there waiting, you know, to bring you home. Just things accessible, points on your body you can press. It's always with you, you know, going to silence. And then simple ingredients in your own kitchen. Like this morning, I made for my mom and me our Dr. Naram immunity tea, you know, and just to have it so accessible. All the things, the abundance that nature, that Mother Nature provides, and that our heart provides, our soul provides. It's just, I just love what you said, Denise. It's so powerful. And thank you so much. You know, the other thing that I just want to acknowledge, I don't know if Monica is still on the call or not. I know she had to go, but contagious healing is so
I'm here.
Oh, you're still here. Oh, super. Well, whether you're able to have the video on or not, you know, I just want you to share what inspired you to share the book with your friend. You know, just what was it inside of your heart that inspired you to share it with your friend?
I just wanted to, I mean, I've read the book a couple of times already, and each time I pick it up, it's like it gives me like a new gift, and I just wanted to share that gift with someone else. And I've shared it with my family. I've shared it with a lot of different people that I know that can benefit from it. And not necessarily does it have to be someone that has a condition or is, figuring. I feel that the book provides so many gifts for just in a general spiritual level. So that's really what inspired me. I love the book so much. I just wanted to share it, and I share it every single chance I get. Like I bought some also for the holidays to give to friends. And it's just, that sharing those gifts of not only, can you heal yourself physically, but also heal yourself inside, so that's really what inspired me to share it.
So beautiful. Talking about sharing at the holidays. I love Daniel's post. I don't know if you guys saw this, but his post was so beautiful. He'd actually wrapped up this gift, and then he said something so powerful. He says, it's never been so easy to choose a Christmas gift. And this is most important. He says it's becoming easier and easier to give. It's also opening to allow for receiving. It's also been feeling more gratitude. So being able to give and receive love becomes easier and easier as you follow these ancient secrets. Now, the other thing I love about Monica's story is how she found out about me and about this book and about Dr. Naram, about these ancient secrets, was an impulse of love from someone she never even met. So many of you have seen Aaron from Australia. Have any of you seen the Facebook Live I did with Aaron, or heard any of his Facebook Lives, or seen him speak? So this guy is amazing. I wish he was on the call right now, but Aaron, wherever you are in the world, we're sending you so much love. He was frustrated with social media, actually frustrated with life. One of those points of wanting to give up. And then he says, I'm going to surrender my life to Spirit. And Spirit can use anything. So maybe Spirit can use social media. So what he would do is just add friends according to however he felt inspired. And then he would send messages according to however he felt inspired. So he just added friends with Monica on Facebook. And the first message he ever sent was my TEDx talk. He just says, I think this will be good this is just a good thing. I just feel inspired to do this. So he did. And little did we know Monica was going to be so much beneficial, and with her love and with her commitment, helped so much me and all the whole team with the process of launching the book. And since then, she's done so much. As her thank you, she sent Aaron a copy of the book. Aaron started reading it and said his life was changed. And since then, we've become friends. And he is such a man who comes from his heart. And when you lean into love, you never know where it's going to lead you. I love the first quote, the beginning of the book. I didn't come to teach you. I came to love you, and love will teach you. So Monica, thank you for showing up in love. Thank you, Aaron, for showing up in love. Thank you, Magale, for showing up in love. Rachel, everyone who spoke so far, Denise and Mark and Kathy. Oh, Kathy, thank you for showing up in love. Actually, Kathy, do you have your special love? You have yeah, there we go. Thank you for showing up in love. Oh, we got a new one. Fantastic. Beautiful. When I see all the people on the call, I see Rochelle. I know she's a radiator of love. I see everyone here. And I know that we could share for so much about what's happening in your life right now. In fact, I want to do it where we go to a breakout room. Actually, Jaina, thank you for showing up in love. Jaina, what's happening in your heart and mind so far today as you're hearing what's happening?
Okay, well, I'm hoping I don't cry. I'm looking around all these people. They're on this call, and my heart is just so full. And just take Kathy, for instance. Kathy is an amazing lady. She has got so much wisdom. And the love that exists inside that little emoji, it's like, it's like exploded. She is just full of love. She's full of wisdom. full of insight. I just have really come to love her. She was in my small group last time, and I just adore her. She's so accomplished. So, and she's so willing to share.
Thank you, Jana. That is so sweet of you. I love you too.
But I look at Denise, Denise and I had a connection regarding the 100-day training, and just the little interaction. I saw her passion, and, I saw her desire to be connected with people. And, she's just an amazing person. So I could go around, and each one, Ronnie, oh my gosh, Ronnie's right there. She's been taking care of the book club. And whenever she'd have questions, if she couldn't get a hold of you, she'd call me and we'd chat and be able to work it through together, to be able to, so that these wonderful people could enjoy, time with you for this book, this wonderful book. Mine's a little worn.
Yeah.
But Ronnie's amazing. Her heart is so huge.
Yeah, since you brought her into this, Ronnie, she really has shown up just with love, so much love, and with a passion, And Ronnie, as you just followed your heart, you said, I'm going to do this online book club. What was your experience?
Oh, do you know, I know I could write a book about this. I wouldn't have any trouble. It's everybody, it's everything. We have so much to share, and it's so fun, and it's so beneficial, and the timing is so perfect. The timing right now, I mean, I've been doing this for years, and been in wonderful groups, and I've met wonderful people, but what everyone in this group is willing to do, they don't even think about it. It's automatic. It's like breathing. And Dr. Clint, you are the pivotal piece in all of this. I don't know how you do all the things you do. You're there for everybody all the time. You're amazing. I'm in such blissful gratitude, and I bug you all the time. It's like, oh my, here we go. And then I write these crazy quick notes because I'm all excited, and the spelling's not right, and I'm going, oh my gosh, I should have looked at that again. But I think I can speak for everybody in the joy and the love you bring, the healing, and now this 100-day program. Oh my gosh, we all get to share even more. It's just, I'm so grateful. And I love everybody on here. And I know that outside of this group, they feel our love too.
Mm. Wow.
It's pure loving energy.
Yeah, well, I just want to acknowledge Ronnie, because I am busy sometimes, and sometimes she sent I haven't responded for days and days, and she'll send me another one, then another one. And it's fun because actually Dr. Ram, he said sometimes people need to ask 3 times before their desire is strong enough that they're ready to serve or ready to be healed. It was something that he shared, but Ronnie shows up, and she was one of my favorite messages. She's like, I think I'm older than your mom, but I've never done anything that I'm more excited about in my whole life than sharing this message. And even from her idea of the book club and putting it into place, so much healing happened for the people who showed up through her. Contagious healing. And the profound results that came in that short amount of time was so beautiful. And I'm so excited for the 100-day training too. So thank you, Ronnie, for being you and for recognizing this group, that everyone's showing up with so much love out of their own initiative. Like John, I don't know if he's on this call, John DeLeese, and also Mike, Mike Smith, who's showing up all the time, just on his own initiative with so much love, and all of the mentors. Carol, oh my goodness, just showing up with so much ideas, so much support. And Jana, who's here with us right now, just out of the initiative of leaning into love and discovering where it goes to. So thank you, Ronnie, so much for being you, an example of you. And I'm excited to see what comes next.
Thank you too.
Jana, do you have anything else you want to share before I want to transition in a little bit? There's a couple comments made in the chat I want to address. You have something else you want to share right now?
Well, I could go on and on. I really want to express gratitude to Judy right now. You know, I don't know if Judy, I know you're on the call. First of all, I just want to thank you so much for influencing my life, just for being you. You have such a beauty about you. Your artistic ability it's breathtaking. And I want to wish you the very happiest birthday, a little belated. But you're an amazing lady, and I'm so grateful that this group has brought us together, and I get to cross paths with you.
Oh, beautiful. So Judy, you just
There we
click.
go. Am I unmuted?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shane,
I want to anchor. Go ahead, Judy, please.
I'm just saying I'm overwhelmed. Please, honey, that's enough. Oh my God. I don't like the attention. But here we are, huh? Here we are. Thank you, sweetheart.
Well,
what a lovely gift to share what I do. Also, with
Well, your
those.
art is beautiful. Your creativity, you can see your creativity through the way that you speak, through the way that you communicate. You know, and I love how you apply these principles of this book, and how you are so open to being able to share how it has affected you in a positive way. And it's so beautiful because we all get touched by that. You know, we want to see these miracles in our lives. So.
Well, I want to say that Judy is an example for all of us. It was just her birthday yesterday, and she turned 80 years young. 80 years young.
Oh my God.
Now, the change that's happened in her life is such a good example of how Dr. Ram says you can be young at any age. So Judy, I know you shared a little bit last time, but can you share 6 months ago when you were an LOL versus now the changes? Because I want everyone to anchor this in, how you can be 80 years young with vibrant health, unlimited energy, and peace of mind. Even if you feel like you're getting older and older and older, how can you resist it to feel younger and younger and younger? So Judy, please share this amazing thing. And then after this, we're going to break into groups for something special. And just right before, actually, Judy, as you're about to share, I want to acknowledge that, you know, as everyone's sharing so much love for everyone, and as everyone's sharing about their feeling of being in peace and love, not everyone gets to that point so easily. So I see Uzi is on here. He says, I wish I could have had the experience of peace that so many of you experienced with the flute playing. He said, there's a conflict in my life, and it has pulled me out of peace. And the beautiful flute didn't touch that. And so for Uzi and anyone else who can resonate with that, I want to say that I'm with you. And some healing takes time. According to Dr. Ram, it's not a quick fix. But when you follow the principle, it goes deeper and deeper. And on today's call, Uzi, I'm going to share something with you because you give us the gift of being authentic and being real. I'm going to share something on the call today that all of us are going to do together for ourselves and for you to kind of root out any of those little parts that are still waiting to be healed. So Judy, first of all, I want to hear from you. How can we be 80 years young? What happened 6 months ago versus now? And what can we do?
All right. So I'm going to try to be orderly and brief. The word that came to me the last couple of days before my birthday is the word renaissance. I'm having a renaissance. And of course, I looked up the word renaissance. It means revival. And 8 months ago, 10 months ago, you know, the last few years, I've had a few falls. As I like to say, I broke a few shoulders. Fortunately, I only had 2. Anyway, I was walking, kind of insecure, had breathing problems, shortness of breath, I would say for the last 3 years. I had gained weight. And gosh, found Dr. Naram on YouTube, found Clint, got on the second call, 10-day Hmong diet, 35 pounds less. And the miracle about a month ago now is suddenly I had to exercise. And so every day I have to do it indoors. Fortunately, we have long halls in the apartment. And I track 2 miles. And wow, I mean, I was never like that. And so it is a renaissance. I do the Hmong at least once a day. I'd say symptoms are maybe 80%, so I have a ways to go. And probably maybe in a month or two, I'll do the Irish Shakti month. And, but of course, the inspiration from these calls and from Dr. Clint and everybody, it's just been wonderful. And it's just building and building the inspiration. On my birthday morning, I had I do this all the time. What do I want? And I want deep, unwavering faith in healing miracles, right? So for everybody. So that's it. I felt like I'm in training for my 80s. So that's my story.
I love that.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
So 6 months ago, she felt like an LOL, a little old lady walking with a cane.
Yes.
Everything feeling horrible, gaining weight, less energy, more pain. 6 months later, before her 80th birthday, this word keeps coming to her: renaissance.
Yeah.
I feel like a renaissance is happening. I'm in training for my 80s. And watch out, world, because Judy, in this kind of vibrant health, unlimited energy, and peace of mind, in her 80s can change the world. Thank you, Judy, so much.
You're welcome. And, that was my first desire, of course, was efficient digestion produces dynamic creative energy, and mental clarity and focus. And, after about 5 months or whatever, I realized that I have those dynamic energy and mental clarity. So, I got a ways to go, of course, with deep healing. So I'm in it for the long haul, as they say. Thank you. That's it.
So beautiful. I just want to send you a lot of love, Judy, for inspiring all of us. So if everyone could put your hands together, and we'll just send her so much love. Oh, yes. May God bless all of us with this vibrant health and energy and peace of mind at any age. And thank you, Judy, for inspiring us. What's possible? What's possible?
Thank you. Thank you, and you, and you, and you. Yeah.
So my question is, if Judy can do this, and also not just on a physical level, she said she would never ever think about being on a Zoom call before, or sharing video, or speaking publicly to an audience of people from all over the world. So Judy, what inspired you to share your story now?
I guess I'm getting used to it. I still can't look at the reruns. I'm afraid to look at, to listen to.
Is it just me, or did we lose the sound? We lost the sound?
Judy? Babble.
Okay.
No, I feel like I babble.
Well, you don't.
And so I'm embarrassed. What?
I want you to hear a couple reactions from people. Helena, can you unmute yourself and just share as you hear Judy speak, and as you hear this, what impact does it have on you? This is Helena. She's also helping translate the book into French, and an amazing support.
Where is she?
I feel so inspired because you feel so young, not only outside, but inside. And it's amazing because when we see people of 80s, they look so old. Even before that, they look old. They look like they gave up about life. And you look totally reverse. You look like you are just born. And it's amazing. It's very inspiring. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Actually,
well, I've been blessed. I've been blessed, I've been blessed in my life. And, I learned to meditate when I was 31. So that's had a big impact on my life. So I have to put that caveat in. Yeah. Thank you.
You've done very powerful things. What I want to do now is I want to shift to each of us. I mean, we've seen such powerful examples right today on today's call already. Magale, her wounds healing within 30 days, like we saw the before and the after picture, and we saw the joy in her. We saw the joy in Monica she didn't even know her, but she was on the calls translating, and how much joy comes when this healing is contagious. Actually, Mike, I don't know if you can unmute yourself. I know I call on you so much, but just as you're hearing the stories of that, as you're seeing Judy, as you're like kind of taking it in, what happens in your heart?
Just love it. Just love hearing Judy and Helena and everyone share what they're sharing, and just blown away. And, Monica, I've got questions for you about how much skepticism did you have to recommend that Milena see Ayush Shakti, and thinking, well, maybe this will work, but I hope, I don't know. And then to see the great results. And I'm also just very aware that today is the shortest day of the year, and tomorrow we start bringing more and more light back into the northern hemisphere, and being a global group that we are, and it's the longest day down south, and just so happy about everybody being here and participating in this global experience called life.
So beautiful. There's people who have been on this call for the last 7 months since the launching the book, and there's some people it's their very first time ever. And Corey Branham, I just see the message from you. I've never met you, I've never spoken to you before, but I love this message. You say, this is my first time connecting with you in this group via video. I just finished the book last night. I loved it and felt very connected. I'm a longtime holistic healer, chiropractor, and greatly inspired by your book to learn and incorporate Ayurvedic and also Siddhavedic ideas into my practice. I made a donation to the orphanage on the 15th. I would love to hear more how to connect to the upcoming 100-day class. If you're planning on discussing this, I will wait patiently. Corey, welcome. Welcome to you and anyone who this is your first time joining. What feedback do you want to give for the people who spoke, or what's happened in your heart? Anything you want to share?
My heart has been opening and expanding so much in the last 10 or 15 years from many different directions. I had a patient of mine who went to the workshop in Salt Lake where you attended and worked on her son, Nick, and had an amazing experience with him. And the next day she came to me to her visit in my office and gave me her book and says, you need to read this. And I says, tell me more about it. And I said, what did he do? And she said, well, he did some kind of Ayurvedic stuff. And I says, oh, well, that's interesting. I've heard from Ayurvedic for many years. I was a student of Dr. George Goodhart, who started applied kinesiology. And 30 or 40 years ago, he started talking about Ayurveda and the Tridosha. And I learned basics back then, but I've never fully applied it. Now I'm 65 years old, and yet I feel in this group young. And I can learn new things and still incorporate them. And I look forward to doing that.
Just
that's so beautiful.
That
I just wanted to show you.
Soup
I wanted
for the
to
first
show
time.
you. I wanted to show you. You talked about Debbie and Nick.
Yes.
And so on the call last week, beforehand, Nick couldn't even walk. So this is another example. For 3 years, he couldn't put weight on his foot, on his right foot. In fact, he just was in so much pain the whole time. Last time we showed this video, but I want to show it again now and then share what happened this week only with Nick. This is crazy. So for like 3 years, not being able to walk, 3 years, not being able to put weight on his foot. And then last week at the event where it's so fun that you're bringing this into the space, because I wasn't going to share it, but I think it's key. So last week this happened, and then I'm going to show what happened since then. So this is what happened last week. Just 1 second. Oh, my little brother's calling. I'll have to decline it for now. Okay. So this is what happened after 3 years of not being able to walk.
Did you guys let go? Go ahead and run around the room. Whoa, Put your shirt on just for a second. We're gonna go around the house a little bit so you can clear out this way. I'm just gonna do something that's gonna kind of shock.
So what healing is possible for all of us? If this is possible,
you can just follow a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so I actually just run around, go down the stairs, just run around. He's just gonna follow you a little bit as we go.
Let's go, baby. Heads up, Bennett.
I'm imagining Judy doing this, Judy Lamar.
Let's Let's go, baby. Oh, woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Look at this guy. Holy! Put it back, baby. Yeah. Woo!
Okay. I just wanted to anchor that in because, he started, his mom literally picked him up from the hospital and drove him from Seattle to that event. And going from depression, like Uzi talks about not being in peace, he was not in peace. He didn't feel peace at all. That much pain. So many people in the world facing divorce, foreclosure. He's a dentist by training, but lost his job, was about to lose his family. And then this transition point happens, this moment happens in which he stepped into healing. A funny story, he saw the book on his mom's table, and his first reaction, he picked it up and he said to his mom, this is before he met me, before he came. He looked at the book, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer, a Western Skeptic and Eastern Master Life's Greatest Secrets. And what he said was, this looks like a bunch of quackery. He said that to his mom. And now this last week, I had the chance to interview him the day he went back in to see his surgeon. So he went back to see his surgeon that 2 weeks ago was recommending surgery. And this time he says, I don't know how to tell you this, but I feel like I've had an incredible healing. I can do stuff I could never do before. He showed his surgeon how he was jumping on his leg. He showed him how he could bend and touch his knuckles to the floor. He talked about how the pain was reduced significantly. And then I had a beautiful chance to interview him, and look what he looks like now. This is Nick.
So it's in the process of cooking right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
And he's talking about, he's cooking his first mung soup, for the first time. He's doing the process, and that kind of healing is possible. And then as a result, Corey, we get to have you with us right now. Your energy, your beautiful presence, the beautiful healing journey you've been on for the last 10 years. And then joining with us in this beautiful space. Corey, so grateful to have you with us. And you had a question about the 100-day program, Corey, the 100-day training course?
Well, I just wanted to know how to connect to it.
Ah, beautiful. Yeah, it's such a great question.
And Rachel sent me a link, which I haven't looked at yet, but I imagine that has the information I need.
Okay, good. What I'll do is I'll also put it in the chat right now too. It's more than information, it's about transformation. And you'll understand this probably more than most people. But there's a lot that will happen in the unfolding of those days in that 100-day training that will change our lives and help bring us into a space. Dr. Ram said there's knowing, there's doing, and there's being. He says you can know something, it doesn't mean you can do it. He says, if knowing was doing, no one would have got married. You just read a book about it, But he also said there's a different thing that happens, especially in the space of healing, where you have to go into being. And so, yeah, during the 100-day course, there's going to be once a week, there'll be informational things where you learn about stuff that maybe you already know, maybe you don't know. But once a week, there's challenge activities where you have to actually go outside of your comfort zone and face fear and face ego. And in the process, discover what's real about who you really are, what you really want, and what's really possible in your life. And then after the 100 days, there's some opportunities that other people have to go even deeper in a 2-year certification program. But the 100 days is the starting point. Dr. Naram first learned from his master in a 100-day training, like you read in the book. Do you remember that section, Corey?
Yes, I do.
Isn't that so fun?
Yes.
How he was learning from his master. What's one of your takeaways from the book? Just because you've been in the healing space for so long, but just one takeaway you have.
No task is too small and unimportant.
It's so powerful. Well, if you learn that, you're going to have no problem with the 100-day training course. Here's Dr. Naram, a master healer sought out by people all over the world. Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela. First thing when we go to any clinic space, he's checking the toilets to make sure they're clean, making sure there's enough toilet paper for everyone. So there's no task too small to do with 100%, and especially during the holidays, that's so good to remember. Thank you, Corey, for sharing that.
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of people that were also asking, what do I do if I want to set up a consultation with someone in India or with Clint? And so I'm also going to put that in the chat here. Like Monica, she set up an appointment. And if you know someone that can't speak English, you can help translate. You can do that service for them. So I also put that in there. Now, what I want to do for everyone is I want us to really connect with each other in this space of love. And in this week, that's a very dense holiday week. And it's a very different holiday than any of us have ever faced before. a lot like Denise was talking about. She can't travel to be with her family. Now, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, really doesn't matter. All of us in this group, we celebrate love. Even Afsana, you know, Mike was talking about how this is the solstice. Afsana talks about how in her country, let's see where that is. Oh, maybe it's back so far. Afsana, can you just, oh, here it is. Tonight is called Yalda in my country. And that is why a few people couldn't join today, because they're celebrating it tonight. Yalda,
yes, it's Yalda tonight. And in Iran, in Persia, we celebrate it. It's a gathering of families, and we have pomegranates and nuts, and the elders will always tell stories, and it's really gathering of love. So I decided, you know what, this is the love place that I want to be. So I didn't want to join anyone.
Oh, that's
so happy I sit up all night, and to celebrate tonight, I'm going to translate all night until morning. Yoo-hoo!
Wow, Afsana, she's working so hard to translate the book into Farsi. Helena, thank you for helping translate the book into French, and all the translators who are working so hard in so many languages. Thank you. You know, I want to say that now, in celebration of Yalda, in celebration of Christmas, in celebration of Hanukkah, in celebration of just life, in celebration of love, this is our moment in time. Right now, we're alive, we're breathing, our heart is beating. Doesn't matter what age, but we can make today and this week the best week ever. We can fill it with love. And so we're going to go into breakout groups right now. And in your breakout group with these other beautiful souls that have joined from all over the planet, I just want you to share one thing that you want to do today and this week to lean into love. How are you going to, what's something you can do? You know, we're doing this whole 12 days of love game. You know, whether it's with people you love or with strangers, you know, with Dr. Ram, we would always go put blankets on homeless people all the time after clinics. You know, we would just do this as a habit. He ingrained in us this thing. But what is it you want to do for those closest to you? What is it you want to do with strangers? Or how do you want to spread contagious love and contagious healing during the holidays? So we're going to split into these groups. You're going to have about 6 to 8 minutes we're going to have in these groups. And the groups will have probably about, let's see, 4 or 5 people in. And just go ahead and you'll click on the link on your screen. And then when we come back, we're going to address what Uzi said about how do you go deeper into peace. We're going to wrap up the whole call at 20 after the hour. And we're going to do it with a special musical piece to drop us into this love one more time before we leave. So just go ahead and click on your screen, breakout groups, and just make sure you have time that everyone can share. How are you going to lean into love this week? What magic are you going to co-create as you lean more into the space of love? How can today and this week be the best week of your life? So go ahead and click on and join your group. And go ahead and share. What is it that you'll do this week? Beautiful. And those who are staying on in this room, we'll go ahead and share some things here. I just want to make sure everyone's taken care of in all these rooms. Oh man, so beautiful. My heart's so full, Mike. Holy smokes. So cool. I don't know what to say. All right, looks like everyone has in their small breakout rooms at least one other person. So maybe Mike, you and I can talk. What are you going to do this week? And anyone else that's still here? Renato, I don't know if you're still able to speak or not. Let's see who else may be here still. Jaina's still here. Cece may be here. Jaina, what's this week? I know you're always doing stuff full of love. You're always doing stuff that just changes people's lives. But for you, what's one thing you're going to do to make this week the best week of your life as you lean into love?
Well, I'm taking on your challenge of writing the letters of love. You know, I've always really enjoyed sitting with, you know, just that space and just with the thought of the person in mind of who I want to share that with, and then write the letter and send it. So, you know, whether it be, you know, through email or through text or through the mail, because there's sometimes it's just really nice to receive a card in the mail. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week. So, yeah.
So beautiful. As I'm doing this 12 days of love, I feel so good. I'm like, wow, it's so good to take this time to express love. You know, I don't know if you saw the post about my mom, but just writing that, I just got emotional. The post about my brother, post about Les Brown, the post about that sound engineer, you know, so beautiful. And I love seeing posts from other people. I know Gina, I don't know if you're still on this call or you're able to speak, but she's playing the game so beautifully. And Gina, as you've been posting, it just touches my heart. The people you've been posting about each of your kids. And it's a really beautiful experience to just see how the contagious healing can spread. You know, I don't know if anyone else is able to speak, but Lynn, sometimes you're able to speak. Lynn, are you able to speak and just share what are you going to do this week to make this the best week of your life, the celebration of love? Let's see, we got some new messages down here. Oh man, so beautiful.
I would really love to hear from people regarding their experience with the 12 Days of Love. I've had several of them that have contacted me that have needed help with posting, and it's just been so fun to connect with them. I'd love to hear their stories and see, you know, the outcome, you know, even after they've posted. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, it's fun to see the follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what happens afterwards. You know, while we're actually here on this call, I wonder if I can show just on Facebook itself. I just want to show, let's see if I can actually go to that part. Just show some of the amazing expressions of love that have happened. So let me see if I can go to the actual page. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll just go through just real briefly for all those that are watching this. Oh, actually, I think I went to the wrong screen. Just one second. Oh yeah, that was the wrong one. There it is. All right, I'm going to share my screen and we're just going to go through just the funness of like how many. Tell me if you can see this screen, Jana. Can you see it?
I can, yeah.
Okay. So if you haven't already joined, you can go to the Global Healing Miracle Experiment and just click like on this page. And then as soon as you're approved, you'll be able to see all these miracle stories happening all the time. So this is an announcement, but then here you can see Giovanni. This is Rajani posted her love for Dr. Giovanni and posted the picture of him holding the book in the tree. My mom said, oh, I love that picture of Giovanni in the tree holding the book. She also, this is her day of love for Ambala. Oh no, her parents belong to this spiritual movement known as Dev Samaj. So she was just expressing love for this spiritual teacher. Daniel, I love this post. It's so beautiful. Visually, it's just awesome. And Gina, she's expressing love for her mom. Her mom is my hero. My mom lost her own mother at the tender age of 14, was left to help raise her 3 younger brothers ranging in ages from 4 to 12 years old. My mom went on to give birth to me at age 18 when I was a single mother of 2 by the age of 23. My mom worked 3 jobs to raise my sister and I. My mom has been the greatest confidant and champion. I've often wondered how my mom made it through motherhood without being able to call to her own mother for advice or support as I have so often done while raising my own children. She simply amazes me with her strength and beauty. I'm unable to put into words the depth of respect and love I have for my mom. She gives the best hugs that you can sink your whole body into. Oh, that is so sweet.
Amazing.
Yeah, so 12 Days of Love, there's just more and more people sharing. You know, here's Jody, she's sharing about her 30-day Hmong experience. She's on day 4. She's already lost 15 pounds. She has so much great results. Here's my post about my mom, my angel mom. Oh. Okay, I'm going to broadcast a message to everyone saying 1 minute left, just so people can have a chance to finish it up. And here's Christine. Actually, this is one of the winners. So every day on this challenge, you win. So Christine, she was expressing love for Karen, one of her friends that she's been blessed with, and she gave a book to. So it's just so beautiful. I don't know how to say, but I just love it. It's just full of like so much love. Yeah.
It is. And Christine was one that I was able to interact with, and she just, their heart, their passion, their excitement is it's just there. It's awesome when they feel like they're serving, and they are. I've given away so many books, and just yesterday I had given away one to my coaching client, and unfortunately her father passed away a couple of weeks ago, and so she's facing the holidays in a new way this holiday, and not only COVID, but this family situation. But it was so wonderful to be able to share with her, even though she has the book, she hasn't quite read it all the way, but to the principle of Aditi Devo Bhava, and to be able to open that principle up to her and let her know that there is a gift inside of all of this, and that good things can come out of it, and it can help transition the grief and the pain that they're going through. So it's awesome.
Oh, that is so beautiful. So beautiful, Jana. Wow. Well, I know that was not nearly long enough, but I want to hear from a couple people. Danny, would you share about what is it you're going to do this day and this week to make this a unforgettable, beautiful experience, the best week of your life? Can you unmute yourself?
It's funny you asked. Remember the post that you put about your mother, that you were surprised that she's able to, she believed that she can change, and she's changing, about the moon soup. And about a week or two ago you put that post.
Yeah.
And your brother also, and I made some comments on that post. So what my heart came at when I read that post is, I want to translate that post into Portuguese, because my mother-in-law doesn't speak Portuguese, and I want to read it to her and to my wife's stepdad on Christmas Eve, and I separate a song for that as well. So I picture that when I read that post, it's like, this is something I'm gonna bring into Christmas Eve, because I see the benefit for my mother-in-law, where she is, her beliefs and all that. And she's being, when she comes at home, sometimes she sees us around with the mung soup and all that, because I cook mung soup almost every other day. So it became a habit for me, a good habit I enjoy. And she sometimes she gets it, she takes to her home, but she's not in too much yet, about the book and all that, because we were waiting for the book in Portuguese, so I was gonna give it to her. But that's what, when I read the post, that's what I felt in my heart to do. I'm gonna translate this, and this is gonna be something I'm gonna read on Christmas Eve. It's gonna be nice. So
Wow, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. There's even more to that story, where my mom, my brother shared so beautifully. I don't know if anyone had a chance to read that post, but my brother says that he realized, he thought my mom would never change. And my little brother, who graduated from Harvard Medical School, it was just his birthday yesterday. We're celebrating it. Even talking about, you never know what pain or wounds people are going in. And he even did a Facebook Live yesterday saying that he wasn't sure that his life was making much of a difference. And just the outpouring of so much love from so many people was overwhelming. I mean, the smallest deals he was working on as an investment banker in New York was like a couple $100 million. The largest ones were like 9 billion, but he changed his life. And when he says, why? He says, because I saw my mom change and I thought she never would. But if she can change, I can too. That's so beautiful. So I wanted to honor my mom, because as Christmas comes up on that post, it's coming up, she asked me, she's like, are you going to be home for Christmas? I was like, I don't know yet, but I think. And she's like, well, you know what I want to design a meal that's not toxic for my body. And for every Christmas morning, for as long as we can remember, we always have blueberry muffins, And she's like, Clint, instead of blueberry muffins this year for Christmas, can we have mung pancakes and put blueberries with them? And so for me, it just thought, that's true love. That is love, because love isn't about habits or traditions. Love is about changing when you know something is better, and changing for yourself, loving your body, loving your mind, loving your emotions. And as you love yourself, it's contagious. It automatically benefits those around you.
I don't want to make a last comment.
Yeah, please.
But now that you share more about that post, what really felt to me about sharing that post is the love that you put into that post that made me like, yes, I want to share that love. That's the kind of love I want to share, that those words, those sharing. So I want to acknowledge you for that, and I want to thank you for that.
Oh, thank you so much. And the love, it just keeps spreading around. Even after last Sunday's call, when my little brother talked about how his addictions went away, his cravings went away. He was so addicted to sugar and cravings. My mom called him and says, how did you do that? How did you get your addictions and cravings to go away? This time it was my little brother helping my mom. He says you have to be on Hmong strictly only for 10 days. It took him 10 days before his cravings went away, And so when you give out love, it just comes back. And talking about the amount of love you put into it, Afsena, saying on this holiday, when everyone's spending time with family, she's going to put so much love into translating the book into Farsi, And I saw the people who are translating into Portuguese, Angelica and Profulta, and now Louisa helping, putting so much love. Last week we heard Rolf talking about how much love he put into translating it. Diego and also Giovanni putting so much love into Spanish. Vimal translating into Gujarati and Hindi. The translators working on it in French. You just heard Helena, the other translators, and the ones working on it in Russian, putting so much love into it. That's what inspires me. That's why when Rachel says, what a great experience to be around a group of people where it purifies our nervous system. And that's why, Mark, we can go from anxiety into this peace. Okay, JC Ramesh, I just see you smiling. I want you to share, what are you going to do this day and this week to lean into love, make this the best week of your life? You can unmute yourself, and then I'm going to show something for Uzi, and then we're going to complete.
Thank you, Mr. Dr. Clinton. Oh, what a joy to be in this group. Truly, when we come to this group, we get filled with love and energy. We feel there are people who care and love us, and we need to spread this love and give this love. So my joy is to see everyone sharing all the recipes and sharing that love and friendship, to listen to Kathy, to Jana, to all Michael. All of you are so wonderful, loving souls. Danny, it just fills me with inspiration that, hey, we can make a difference. We can go out and spread a little love, spread a little sunshine. And I'm looking at this pandemic as a positive thing. I am now a part of a solution, not part of a problem. I don't look at it as, hey, it's so bad for us. No, it's a blessing that we have come to realize our own worth, our own self, our own healing power. And thanks to you, Dr. Clint, for bringing us all together. That is such a wonderful thing. Dr. Naram was such a dear person. I have so many pictures with him, and we were so loving, and you were always there taking videos of us. Thank you so much for evolving into becoming such a wonderful soul, bringing us all together. Thank you.
So beautiful. Thank you, JC Ramesh. Even Dr. Stephen, who's helped and trained with Dr. Naram for so long, he said something similar. He was just so grateful for this book, for the ancient secrets being preserved. David Shepard, I don't know why, I just felt inspired to ask you to share something from your heart as well.
Oh, I've been trying to connect with you, actually, Clint. I was trying to get a pulse reading from you, but I'm a respiratory therapist here in Utah, and I work with newborn ICU for little premature infants. And my hope is to use this information to help them also, and also my co-workers who are under a lot of stress right now, as you might imagine. But that's my hope. I've signed up for the 100-day course also.
Beautiful, David. I see Mike giving a thumbs up, and I see a lot of people when you're talking about this desire. It just says a lot about you, David, who you are, and your desire to really help and to really heal, and not only do it in a way that helps others, but also nourishes yourself, and helps those around you in this contagious love, contagious healing. Thank you, David, for being here. Oh man, I wish I could hear it from everyone. Does everyone feel that way? Like everyone on this call has an amazing story. And so thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up. For those who are joining the 100-day training course, I'll give you the link. But one other thing I just wanted to share one more time is, there is a chance for us to share love during this holiday in such a powerful way. And this love, this 12 days of love, even if you haven't been participating up until now, you can start. And the 12 days of love game, you just think of people you love and you write a message of why you love them. And then you share something with them, either the TEDx talk or the video about JJ. You go to myancientsecrets.com, 12/days/of/love, and you'll just see the 3 instructions to play the game. Every day there's winners, and a lot of them are on this call. You win a pulse consultation or different things. The thing is, everyone who plays is a winner, because whenever you spread love, it just automatically is that way. The grand prize will be announced on December 26th. It's just this awesome participation. It's one free registration for that 100-day training you can use for yourself or gift to someone you love. And so that will be announced. But every day there's just some beautiful things happening. Right when you guys were in the groups, I was just sharing screen after screen of some of these beautiful stories of people that are posting 12 days of love. And so if you haven't yet joined the Global Healing Miracle Experiment Facebook group, you just go to Global Healing, you go to Facebook, you type in Global Healing Miracle Experiment, and then you say join and we'll approve it. And then you'll see miracle stories every day. This is Rajani expressing love for Giovanni. This is a beautiful one about her spiritual master. This is Daniel's. This is Gina talking about her mom and how her mom lost her own mother when she was only 14. It's just so many beautiful stories that you can share and just be immersed in that love all through the week. Like Daniel so beautifully wanted to bring that love into his home on Christmas Eve. You can do it every day. If you ever want a hit of this experience we're having now, you just go to that group, you read, you comment, you post, and you share, and you'll see miracles happening. And you'll see more and more of those happening in your own life. Beautiful. I want to thank everyone for showing up with so much love. Mike, let's go to the music piece. And can you spotlight people as I just share my audio on this part? We're going to go to this part where we're just at the end of the call. We just like to share love. Oh, Uzi. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I almost forgot this. This is really important. Anyone who doesn't feel peace, first of all, you're probably an empath, where you sense what's happening in the world. Sometimes it's yours and sometimes it's not. Sometimes just because of all humanity is going through anxiety, sometimes you'll catch some of that from other people, from just being alive, from watching the news, from talking to your friends. No problem. We can help you. Ancient Secrets can make it. Dr. Ram, he shared a quote, not in this book, but he says, if you're going to go out in the woods barefoot, you may step on something and may poke your foot. So you have 2 options. You can put a carpet over the whole woods so it protects your feet, or you can put shoes on your own feet. So you have an option. Now, we can't carpet the whole world and protect us from those prickly things that get us, but you can put shoes on your own feet. And Uzi, I want to show you and everyone something we can do to do this. And so we're just going a little bit over because I feel like this is an important thing. On page 31 of this book, it shares these ancient secrets. One of them is a home remedy you can do, Uzi. You take a half a teaspoon of ghee, you mix it with 1 pinch of nutmeg, with thread of saffron, you warm it a little bit, then you put 2 drops in each nostril. Do this every day. It's so powerful. Then there's another home remedy you can mix and eat, but let's say you don't even have anything in your kitchen. You just have your body. Uzi, this is one thing that you'll do. It's demonstrated here, and I want all of us to do this together. So you take your left hand and you put it on the back of your head like this. Beautiful. Then you take your right hand, and right below your nose and above your lip, there's this point right here. As you press it, you breathe in, and as you unpress, you breathe out. And we're going to do this 6 times together, Uzi. So everyone go ahead and press in and breathe in. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now take that left hand, keep it on, but keep the palm like this and curl the hands around, the fingers around so it grips your head. The other palm opposite like this, and it'll grip your head like this too. I'll see if I can show it closer up. So you kind of grab like this, palms are opposite, you grip all like this, and then you gently squeeze 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then with your right hand on your left side, you just pat 6 times pretty hard and say, I love you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love you. Okay, beautiful. So, Uzi, where are you? Can you unmute yourself just briefly, Uzi?
I am unmuted. I
Um,
am unmuted.
Good. Do you
Just
feel
be reminded, this is not the issue here is not the empath issue. It's more of a sense of being mistreated by someone who's really acting terribly towards me. And
beautiful.
yeah, it's not, maybe at a higher level be what you're saying, but someone has, taken control of mom's finances and real concerns here. Mom's concerned, she's pressing me to act. I'm out a lot of money. I'm not getting reimbursed. And there's like an endless conniving. So if you could help me with that.
Absolutely. This is really powerful because sometimes there's real things that happen in our lives.
Yeah.
Sometimes people's homes really get foreclosed on, or we really go through divorce, or someone's doing something that affects us financially, mentally, emotionally. So what I want to do, Uzi, I'm gonna have a separate call with you because we need to wrap up this, but I want to share with everyone there is a powerful secret for how to address these things in a way that's not toxic for you or for others. And I saw Dr. Ram help people time and time again. There's certain ancient principles. Right now, you're in the midst of it. And so when anything knocks you, it feels like it impacts you like this. And then we want to react and it disturbs our peace. There's another way called sthita pragnaya, where it's like you're in a helicopter and you're looking down at it happening. It's still happening, but you can respond. And in that space, you have a different capacity to access problem-solving skills, and also life happens for you. There's something I'll walk you through, Uzi. It takes a little bit of time, but first of all, I just want everyone to see on your right hand, there's a point number 7. So you count 4 and then 3 and this point 7. And you want to visualize, most of us, our brain gets hijacked by what we don't want. We're focusing on what we don't want. So let me ask you, Uzi, what do you want?
I want peace.
Peace.
Beautiful. And I also want to be treated fairly.
Good. So I
would say the biggest thing is peace. And then after that, health and abundance. But the biggest thing is peace. And to be treated fairly. Right now, the sense that I'm not being treated fairly and that high amounts of money are involved is leaving me not at peace.
Good. So you can see, even when I ask you, what do you want? You're on it for 1 second and then it quickly goes to what you don't want. So just for this moment, I want you to focus on what you do want. And I want you to see an image. When you feel peace, close your eyes just for a moment. I want you to see peace. You're feeling peace. You're being treated so fairly. You have this health, this abundance. I want you to see that and feel that, and then press that point 7 times.
Right here?
Yeah, 7 times. 1. I mean, it's 0.7, but you press it 6 times. So you press it 6 times. Now, anytime you notice—
Am I doing this right?
You're doing it perfectly. Yeah, very beautifully. This is powerful because this week, no matter how strong is our intention of love, life happens. Life happens to all of us. And so it's easy for our brain to get hijacked by what we don't want. This is one way in which you can put the shoes on your feet. You bring your center back to what you do want. And when you're focusing on what you do want, you're in a different emotional, mental space in which conscious mind, subconscious, and superconscious helps bring that thing into reality. Then the other thing is still pressing these points, Uzi. This one, this one, this one. It's like drops in a bucket. It adds to your emotional bank balance. It's a bank balance.
Well, this I've been doing.
Oh, good.
This is new to me.
Yeah, that one, and then the home remedy.
And this I've been doing.
Oh, beautiful. Fantastic, Uzi.
Yes.
So let's set up a call this week. But for everyone, Dr. Ram, one of the main things, like even Corey just finished reading the book, one of the main things in the book is asking, what do you want? And by focusing more energy on what you want, it gives you capacity to move towards that thing and helps resolve the situations much better than if you're just focused on what you don't want. So Uzi, I love you and I'm with you. Actually, I just want in this space for all of us, as you love Uzi, you're loving all of that part of us. So let's just put our hands together and just send so much love. Uzi, thank you for being authentic. I love you and I'm with you.
Well, thank you.
Te amo, estoy contigo. All right, beautiful. So now bringing it back full circle, we're going to just come into this space of just coming into our heart. All of us are going through different things and life is real. You know, this book isn't just about ignoring life. It's not about ignoring the wound on your knee that's gaping open. You know, it's not about ignoring that you're walking with a cane or that someone's treating you unfairly. I mean, all these stories we heard today, this book and these ancient secrets isn't about ignoring life. The point is that we can lean into a different possibility, and that things that look like miracles are possible, healing miracles. And that when you focus on that and healing yourself, it's contagious and can heal others. So I want to share this last piece of music. And as Mike is spotlighting faces from people around the world, I want you to feel into that. I want you to feel the love. I want you to feel the love for that person. And if you're on the screen, you can just receive that love and practice receiving that love. And if you are seeing someone on the screen, I just want you to practice sharing that love with that person in their beauty, in this moment, this perfect moment in time in which we're in process. And even being in process, even being in the journey is magical. So Mike, let's see, I'll just start the music here. This is a piece called Beautiful.
Do you know how beautiful you are? Have you ever stopped to look at yourself? To see yourself in your truth? In the clarity of who you are? In your magnificence? If only you could see what I can see. If only you could know what I know of you. You would stand before yourself in awe. You would see yourself you would feel yourself. You would know yourself. And so I invite you in this moment to see how beautiful you are. To see yourself in clarity, in simplicity, in your true nature. I invite you to see yourself. You are so beautiful.
You are so beautiful. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up in love. Whether you were spotlighted or not, we're sending you so much love as you're navigating this very beautiful, powerful week. That you will be contagious. You'll be an instrument of contagious healing on this planet. You'll be a nucleus of contagious love. And as you heal yourself and as you love yourself, it will spread and help so many other people. I love you and I'm with you. You can unmute yourself and say, I love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with you.
Love you
Love you and I'm with you.
and I'm with you.
Love you and I'm with you.
Love you.
Love you and I'm
I'm
with
with
you.
you.
I
Love you and I'm with
love
you.
you and I'm with you.
I
You
love
and
you
I'm with you.
and I'm
With
with you.
you and I'm with you.
love you.
You and I'm with you.
Love you.
Love you and I'm with you.
Have a wonderful
Love
week.
you and I'm with you.
And I'm with
And I'm
you.
with
Love you and I'm with you.
Love you with you.
and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm
You're
with you.
beautiful. Love you.
I love you and I'm with you.
With you.
I love you and I'm with you.
Love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with you. And I'm with you.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh, Rochelle, I just want you to just share any final thoughts, Rochelle, as we're closing today. You have to unmute yourself.
My breath has been taken. I had 4 other experiences that I could be on this morning, and I didn't want to be anywhere else but here, because this is such the unified energy of just the oneness that we all seek in our lives and in our world. And Dr. Clint, I am so grateful for what you provide here, this venue for all of us to come together and just link our hearts in all over the world, and to bring it so home to who we are, and so home to bringing everybody together. Thank you so much for this piece.
Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you for
Thank
radiating.
you so much. Yeah.
Thank you for radiating love in all the ways you do. And there's just the last closing. I just want to thank again Dr. Naram. I don't know if you're able to see him, but just thank him and this whole lineage for preserving these ancient secrets, for helping us really drop into the space in which contagious healing is possible, contagious love is possible. Man, all of you are so magnificent. I just it's hard to like leave this call just looking at your faces, just dropping into love and just feeling what's possible, just going through and just remembering so many sacred moments with each of you. I'm looking forward to this day, this week, the 100-day training coming up, and all the healing miracles that are going to catch like a wave after wave, as you're here for a reason. You're listening to this for a reason, and you will be an instrument of healing on the planet. Jana, I want to give you any final words.
I'm just so grateful for this group. I'm just like Rochelle, I'm just like overwhelmed. I don't know if Mike Evans is still on the call or not, but I would love him to unmute.
Let's see.
Mike Evans, he touched my heart a few weeks back, and is he even on the call still?
Yeah.
Mike, can you unmute? We were in a breakout room together, and you shared what this call means to you. Would you mind sharing what this call means to you?
Speaking of today, it means everything. Love is everything. Everything is extra.
How did you come to find this call?
Oh, years ago, I came across a video of Dr. Naram. He was being interviewed by some wonderful people in Canada, I think. I thought to myself, what a lovely man. But I didn't connect with Dr. Naram and the group until later. And then I saw the announcement that Dr. Naram had passed away, and I was shocked. So I reached out and I thought, no, this can't be happening. So then I saw the notice of the book and the work that Dr. Clint was doing. I thought, this must be it. This must be it. So here I am.
Well, you have touched my heart, and I've thought of you often. And I just want to thank you for showing up with such an open heart and a desire. And I love that you love this group, because it shows, it radiates out to us. And I just so appreciate you.
Well, thank you very much. you're such a wonderful person yourself.
Thank you.
Ah, so beautiful. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jana. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next Sunday. Until then, we have the 12 days of love. Just share love every day you can, in every way that you can. And as we do, this world just becomes a healthier, happier place. I love you, and I'm with you. Namaste.